on that because I wasn't recording.
You- oh,
Right, Tik and Tok. I
hello.
mean, Kenny Everett.
Oh, Tik and Tok on the Kenny Everett show is what I think you meant
Yes.
to say. Right. Well, I don't know how we got it, but we did because Hot Gossip and Shock and Tik and Tok had the same management for a while. So someone said, hey, it'd be great for Tik and Tok to do their stuff with Kenny in a routine. So
Mm.
we thought, sod it, yeah. We put our gear on. And I remember going to some rehearsal studios in North Acton or somewhere,
Right.
and everything was marked out, sort of you go there, boom, boom, boom. She comes in, she go, boom. And Kenny was he's very focused. I thought he'd be a bit, let's do whatever. No, he was very, you know. So that was how we did that. And I thought we looked quite good, actually. I think we predated Marilyn Manson by about 20 years on that one.
Yeah, indeed.
Because we still have the shaved heads, but we have the leather thing going on.
But then
Anyway,
also in the same sort of year,
yeah.
you done the Royal Variety Show.
Ah, that was a year later, mate.
Yeah, yeah. How
Okay,
did that come about?
right. Well, Tik and Tok have been supporting Gary Numan on his Warriors tour for about 6 weeks prior. And someone got onto Survival Records, our so-called record company, saying, well, this year's Royal Variety performance is going to be dance orientated. And we thought, get Tik and Tok on doing their robotic stuff as a sort of contemporary dance thing, And Sean and I, or Toki and myself, are now sort of deeply entrenched into being in the rock and roll kind of milieu. And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, it's like, okay, guys, we're going to send you a cassette of the music we want you to work to. And we thought, oh, all right. And this horrible cassette turned up. We said, ding, ding, beep, 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 beep. And we thought, oh, really? Do we have to? Can't we use our own music? I said, no. So anyway, we worked out something that we do. We had to incorporate a bow to her Madge
Yeah, yeah.
because she was there with old Phil,
Good
front row.
old boy.
Yeah, old
Good old
Phil. Bloody Laurence Olivier's there as well. The thing was, we had to do a show with Gary Numan in Hemel Hempstead, I think, that night. So the Beeb paid for a limo to drive us down from Hemel Hempstead to the Theatre Royal in Drury Lane. So we thought, yeah, this is pretty cool.
We've
Um,
made it. We've made it. We're doing well.
yeah, we sort of slipped into whatever causes we were wearing. And there's one funny moment because we were behind curtains, and when the curtains rose up, the first thing you saw were these sort of jack boots and then jodhpurs
Yeah.
and our tailcoats. And I thought, my God, old Liz is probably thinking, oh no, flashback. Anyway, 58 seconds we did on the Royal Variety Show.
Right.
And it was live. So if you cocked it up, that's it. You cock it up in front of
Oh
14
yeah.
million people.
Yeah.
And we didn't, and I thought that was pretty cool. So you've gone from this extreme rock and roll thing, 2 hours earlier,
Yeah.
and you're in the midst of sort of ballet dancers and chicks in leotards, warming up, and you think this is so typical of us.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was. I mean, our whole Tik and Tok career was based on extremes. 1 minute you're doing that, and then you're doing, oh, okay, what, boom, boom, boom. Hey,
It must have been quite I people like the
what?
Queen, people don't, but it must have been quite a proud, I would have said a proud moment to be in front of the Queen as such doing. It
Yeah, well,
depends whether you're Queen or
the
not,
funny
but
thing is that because we've been doing so much other stuff. I mean, we've done the Star Wars movie, we did
yeah,
Extra, we've done records and all that stuff. So, oh, you're going to be performing in front of the Queen. It wasn't like, oh my God. It was like, yeah, okay, yeah, we can do that. You know,
I would. I
these
would
little
laugh.
moments come along like little sailboats on a lake, and you've got to
Yeah,
grab when it comes past because it ain't coming past again. That little thing, because we could have said, no, we're Tik and Tok. We make records. We do. No, we've
yeah,
just thought, got it. We're entertainers. And
yeah,
that's the thing about Tik and Tok. We weren't rock and roll. I mean, let's face it, we flirted, but we were always entertainers. And that's
indeed.
what I still define myself as. I'm an entertainer.
Yeah.
There you go. Right, that's a
But
long
then,
answer to a short question.
no.
No, we've only got 55 minutes left.
It's short questions, but sometimes you want the answers to. You
Right.
know.
Okay, what else do you want to know then?
But how did you get involved with Star Wars?
Oh, okay. Didn't we do that last time?
No.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, both Sean and myself were trained in mime by this guy called Desmond Jones.
Yeah.
Lovely guy. He was taught mime by the guy who taught Marcel Marceau. So it's very classical. It's called corporeal mime. It's when you use your body. You don't leap about, it's very focused physical mime. And I'd been in Desmond's mime company a couple of years earlier, and Sean and I would still go to mime classes just to top up. It's like being I don't know what it is. When you think, okay, I still need to keep on, pushing.
Yeah.
And he phoned up one day and said, "Look, I've been contacted by the one of the producers of the new Star Wars movie. And they're looking for mime artists to play alien creatures in the new Star Wars movie." And Sean and I had been to see the first couple, and we thought, King hell, I mean, this is brilliant.
Yeah.
Sean and I were very sci-fi orientated. And so to get this call saying, can you come to my school on Saturday, the 8th of January, 1982, eh? Oh, hello, Mr. Vapor. And he said, yeah, they want mimes to play alien creatures in the new Star Wars movie. So we go along. There's about 25 of us at Desmond School. Robert Watts is there, the co-producer. I think there was a casting lady. And Desmond, our tutor, who taught us everything, really. And Desmond said, okay, just do some alien acting. Right. Okay, so you do a bit of odd stuff, and then we pack up our tights and we go home and stuff, and we think, God, that would be great, wouldn't it? Yeah, but probably won't happen, And a week later, we get a call from Desmond saying, oh, guess what? You guys are in the next Star Wars movie.
Brilliant.
Hello.
Yeah.
And then it was just a matter of, I think they chose 9 of us, actually.
Right.
And we all had to troop up to Elstree Studios to try on costumes that might fit. And if you were tall and skinny like me, then you got to play Jay Quill, the Whippet. And if you were slightly smaller, maybe like Sean, you got to play. But it was brilliant. I mean, for two guys who spent the last sort of 2 years being, mime artists and robots, to suddenly be on a major movie set.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, I think we did something right,
Well, it's quite funny. I was thinking today, I'm doing an interview with Sal Solo tomorrow.
Oh, right. Oh, good old Sal. Yeah.
Yeah. And I thought I'd try something funny and sort of say, how did you get on in the first 2 Star Wars films?
Nah.
But, no, I don't think he'd find that funny.
I don't think he would. But I mean, there is a connection there because I think it was back in 1980 that Shock were invited onto the 2002 review, which was
Right.
touring England. I think there was us, Classics Nouveau, possibly Naked Lunch, and Theatre of Hate, you know, which is like, whoa, catchy name. But, you know, suddenly, oh, hello, where have you gone?
That's me. I'm here.
Yeah, so we I think we actually. What? Oi,
Oi!
Jack, I'm working here.
Oi! What are you doing?
Talking.
Bloody hell!
Yeah, go on.
What are you talking about?
Me.
Oh, see you then.
Yeah, fuck off. Okay.
Hello, mate.
You weren't ready. You weren't
Oh.
ready for
What
that.
are you doing? Listen,
How
I
dare
can't
you?
see.
Oi,
I can't. Let me butt in. What have we got here? I can't see. I want to
How
see
can you-
everybody.
how can you
Well,
fucking
you
butt
do,
in,
mate.
you?
Hey. Oh, golly.
I was just
Oh.
talking about you.
Oh, now I've got you. Right, there we go.
Yes.
Friday.
Problem with
Cheers.
Sean, he never shaved his ass. It was really awkward.
Cheers.
It was like Daggett Central. You know.
Ah,
Are you seriously? Have you seriously popped in?
yeah,
How can you do that?
because
Because
I
I
can.
invited
Did that big suntan fucker invite you?
No.
Well, you just thought you burst in out of the blue. What are you doing?
How you doing, Tim?
Well, that's me over, and I'm going. Fuck it. I'm done.
How you going, Tim?
Well, I was going all right, actually. And then suddenly we're on the set of 2001. It's like, whoa, okay. No, Mr. Suntan was just asking me about how we got the job in Star Wars. So
All
I
right.
was, you know, relaying that one. And then all of a sudden, it's like, whoa, what the hell? You know,
There you go.
after all this time, you cannot get rid of him, can you?
Nah.
Anyway, Stephen, if you're still there,
I'm here.
I'm right. Is there a way for me to see all three of us?
Yeah. If you go to your
Whoa.
on the right, you'll find a little grid on your screen.
Hang on.
Oh, what have I done?
I don't think you should ask Tim this. We took enough trouble trying to get this far.
Yeah,
okay.
we were doing fine, actually, Sean.
Have I messed up?
Yeah, I have a grid. Where's the fucking grid?
I can't even see the grid.
No, there's no grid. You're lying.
Stephen, can you see all three of us?
No, I
can
can.
see.
You.
No,
Stephen?
I dare.
There must be something we need to do that I'm not sure of.
No, I'm not.
Oh,
sure
I can
of
see
it.
everybody.
Oh,
Well,
fuck you.
That'd do.
What?
But you can only see Stephen.
No, now I'm seeing you, big screen, and me down bottom right.
As always, Tim.
You love it down there. But so he talks, then his big screen, you know.
Friday night, huh?
Right.
I don't know. Where's this
Completely
grid?
destroyed my momentum. Okay, Stephen.
Who cares, Tim?
Ask them the mythical Sean Crawford the same questions you asked me.
What was that?
Well, to be fair, Tim,
Yes.
Sean's been trying to join for about the last 2 sessions.
Oh,
Yeah.
But because of your internet or whatever's happening, we've had to sort of give up.
Cut it
Haven't we?
out completely.
Have you not seen my show, Tim? I've done like 2 weeks of filming with Stephen.
You see, there we go. This is what it's like 30 fucking years ago. You know, it's like I start, and then he goes, boom, I'm in, and that's it. It's over. And there he is on the set of 2001 now, knocking back a bleeding great cocktail. Anyway, Stephen, so what else would you like us to have a laugh with?
We were going on about Star Wars, but
no, we're not.
Dun 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 dun.
I can't believe, Sonny, I can't believe you just popped in there. That's so.
Well, that's the sort of bastard I am, Tim.
I know, but obviously he sent you an invite, right?
Indeed, indeed. It was a bit of a stitch up, Tim.
It was. Yeah, I thought it was going to be.
There you go.
Plugging my books and my music and my theatre puppet show and everything else. But no, it's all about you, isn't it? Oh, the fans are going to love this one.
Ooh.
Oh, hello.
Oh, pointy head.
Let's say hello to Mick Allen. Hello, Mickey.
Yes.
Hello, Mick.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, Ziggy Zigster.
Mr. Bulgy Biceps, what? Ask us another question. Ask another question.
Look,
Come on, you know.
I'm the pebble. You told me that. So, I can't be the rock. I'm the pebble.
Okay. Are you a sponge or a stone?
The science fiction film Extron.
Whoa!
Whoa! No, not Extra.
It was a kind of sci-fi horror movie. It managed
I've seen it several times.
Have you ever seen it?
Yeah, several times.
Oh, really? What's your favourite bit? Was it the bit when Marianne Darbo was naked?
No, the weird bit was when she was giving birth out of her leg.
Out of her leg?
Yeah, she had her leg cut off, and eggs were coming out of her leg, and I thought,
out between her legs, mate. I think.
You out of her leg.
You can't give birth out of a leg. I mean, that would, stop you walking anywhere ever.
Well, it's been cut off. But Tim,
anyway, we actually did an autograph.
You see what I mean?
Oh, sorry. Oh God! You see, once he comes in, Doris, it's all over. Any sensible conversation we might have been having about Euclidean theories about mathematics and everything, it's gone now. Or we can
No, I'm here. You're going to have to get the 3 screen up because I can see you, which makes it a lot better.
I can't. How do you?
Oh, okay. Go to just touch the screen, and down comes the menu, and then you'll see a grid. Is there not a grid on there?
Oh, you're right. Oh, fuck! It's gone again. Oh, hello.
Yeah. Got me?
No.
I'm green. Oh, you're in green.
Yeah, I'm in green because it's all about me. What about you?
Right. Stephen,
yeah, you snatched the green. I'll snatch it back. We can go on like that all night.
This is really going to fuck people up. Brilliant. Hey.
That was the idea. I even said to...
You did. You cunning stunt. Right. Anyway, right, Mr. Ice Cream Man in the corner. Hello, Mr. Whippy. Oh, no, I'm Mr. Whippet. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Anyway, next question, please. Come on, Stephen, you can do it.
I forgot what we were at. We were talking about the sci-fi film. How did that happen?
Oh, okay. Sean and I were doing our robot act at a cocktail bar called Coconut Grove every Friday and Saturday. Folks, if you want to come on down. Oh, no, sorry, that was 38 years ago. But you know, we do our bit, you know, and we terrify people. And some people would throw potatoes at us, other people would buy us drinks and stuff. And there's one night after our act, a couple came up and said, "Hey, we're producers from Granada TV," and we thought, "Oh, hello. I've got a great idea." The lady said, "You know." Have I just gone completely off?
No, man, it's Harry Davenport, wasn't it? I think you were
sorry,
going into another Granada. Whoa!
God, no, I'm talking about Lover Come Back to Me, which I mustn't ever mention. Oh, God. Yes, we were still doing our stuff at Coconut Grove, and there were two geezers, saying, "Oh, yeah, we're producing this movie called The Reaper." Right. Okay, it's about people in Cornwall, you know, bringing in the hay or something. Not really us, is it? And he said, "No, it's about an alien who comes to Earth and sort of does some really bad stuff. And we'd love you two guys to be in it."
Mm.
So naturally, as being sort of shameless tarts as we were, or still are, in fact, yeah. Well, one of us more than the other, I think you'll agree. 2001. You know, so we said, yeah. And they sent us a sort of breakdown and said, okay, we'd like, Tim, can you be an action man that comes to life and does some bad stuff? So I go, sure. And Sean, could you be this alien creature that's sort of doing, you know, horrible stuff? And he probably said yes, or probably not, whatever. Anyway, about a week later, they suddenly say, "Oh, actually, Tim, we want you to be the alien and Sean to be the action man who comes to life and bayonets an old lady to death." I mean, either way, we thought, sod it, you know, this is going to be a laugh, isn't it? Or was it?
It was a good film, actually.
Oh, shut up.
It was awful. It was terrible.
Stephen,
No, I mean, to be fair, back in the day, I didn't know you two were in it. I actually quite enjoyed the film.
Oh, pervert.
I mean, you know, it's so camp now that it's actually quite, you know, it's like up there with Killer Tomatoes or The Blob or something. You know, it's not visceral horror.
No.
But it's, you know, it is quite funny, actually, I must admit. It is. I mean, any movie where a woman gives birth to a fully grown man, you got to say, yeah, okay.
Well, you need to rewatch the film. Her legs cut off.
I really don't need to. I keep getting given all these, you know, special Blu-rays and DVDs, and I think, oh, no, I don't need to see. Yeah, anyway. So, well, now there's three of us. Where shall we go next?
I would actually, Sean.
Yes, go on.
Your recollections of the Kenny Everett show.
I've done this one. You don't have to answer.
You have.
Kenny Everett show. Oh, was it? Oh God, Kenny Everett show.
I'm gonna. Yes, come on, you can do it. I'm gonna.
Yeah, was it? It was. Oh, what was he? He was a leather guy, wasn't he? In it, he was Spike. What was his character?
Oh,
Snot. Sid Snot. Sid Snot.
Yeah, Sid Snot. That's it.
And we were with Hot Gossip Girls, weren't we, or something like that?
Yeah.
Very nice. I can't remember much more from that. Yeah, I think that's. I can't really remember much for that. That's it.
Your recollections of Wembley with Numan.
Oh, well, it's all about Sean now, is it?
Yeah. What was that? Oh God.
Hey.
You see, you're getting two for the price of one, you know.
Yeah.
And it's
Well, you'd gone somewhere, so I was talking to Sean.
No, I was topping up my booze, you know. Anyway, no, carry on. I just look like a sort of enigmatic character actor in the background.
Well, I tell you what then, Sean.
Yeah. Yeah.
You tell me the same version of on the Warriors tour when you blew up the toilet.
Oh, he's blamed me, has he?
No. I'm just going to ask you your recollection of it.
Innocent. Not there, mate. Not there. It never happened.
It did.
It's a figment of Gary's imagination.
So was the hotel.
No, they were. Oh no.
Yeah.
We were just letting off. Well, we were just
letting off fireworks.
Yeah, we were just. No, we were space cadets on a good one, I suppose.
Right.
And that's your reply to blowing up the toilet.
Yeah, I mean there was lots of stuff, but that was quite. Yeah, do you know what? I can't really remember all of it. Well, I was completely off a tree anyway, so I can't remember it.
Oh, such a, all these years later, he's just a lying little tart. Just to build himself up to this perfect creature that never blew up a toilet. Of course he did.
No, excuse me, I think you have matches in your hand.
Oh, I think the strange thing is, Sean, that Tim can recall it second by second, and you seem to have no recollection of it.
Okay. Yeah, but I can say that about the whole of the 80s, really.
Well, that's true.
I do like this sort of luminescent green thing that comes around anyone who's speaking. Well, I mean, there you go. You got one now. It'd be nice if it was like that in real life, wouldn't it? So, Mr. Roper, sir, next question, please.
Well, I don't have many questions, but then, you went into TV a little bit more, doing adverts and...
Who, me?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, same sort of thing. Just your manager sort of saying, "Do you want to do this advert?" or things like that.
Sorry, the question.
We had agents in those days that do commercials and castings for castings for commercials and stuff, and we just went up for them. Tim just did one shed load of them. That's all.
Yes. Well, that was later on after I'd sort of straightened out a bit, but. I mean, Barbie, Sean, and myself did a really good advert for Wrangler jeans in probably '82, where we're sort of rubber masked people, and it was directed by Godley and Cream from 10cc. And it was choreographed by Bruno Tonioli. Who tried desperately to choreograph Sean and I, but we weren't having any of it earlier. But it was sort of people in rubber masks being pushed about by sort of, well-covered bints in Wrangler jeans. It's a really good advert, actually. I mean, it's still out there. Wrangler jeans. What's going on? What's going on? What's going? Wrangler. That's what's going on. And I think Sean and I also did a Black and Decker advert in silhouette.
What did you top yourself up with?
Anyway, look. What time is it? Oh God. I'm actually at a complete loss now because she's burst in. It's like thrown my equilibrium,
You don't like to share the screen.
No, Sean, this is so much better than me just blabbering on about stuff.
No, it's lovely to see you, Tim. And we haven't seen each other since February, and it's nice to see you.
Yes, and you and your.
Oh, there you go. Hey, chin chin.
Hey, chinny chin. What are you drinking tonight, Shawnee?
Actually, it's just a plain G&T. Lots of ice. Yeah, nothing fancy.
What about old sunburnt boy? What's he drinking tonight?
Fuck all at the moment. I need to go and top it up.
Well, you top it up, my son, and we'll be here when you come back, all right?
Yeah, but we'll talk about you. We'll talk about you.
Yeah, we say.
Oh, that's fine.
What? Come in here with your suntan like that.
I thought he was among a calamari.
I'll serve him up on a dish.
Sean.
Yes.
You got way too much hair.
What?
You haven't seen his nostrils. It's more hair in his nostrils than I've got on me bonnet.
You should have hair like that at your age.
Oh, I don't know. It's going grey now, I think.
So's my beard. But yeah.
It's going for the old
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. Oh, there we go.
How did the Conehead thing come about?
We were in New York, weren't we, Tim?
Yes, we were, Sean.
And we saw them there, and we just loved them. And we use them that night in where was it?
What we did actually, we found a wonderful novelty joke shop in Broadway, which is like Regent Street of coolness in New York. Sean and I are off on our own. We're having adventures apart from shock. And we saw these two masks and we thought, God, hello, Loons. Sorry, cat moment. We've got these. So we bought them and we thought, wow, I've never seen these pointy-headed people before. Oh, sorry, Steve.
Are we boring you?
No.
No, you carry on with what you're doing, and I just.
It's nice seeing the back of your head.
Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice.
You talk about your cat. We just acquired another cat.
You talk a bit. I'm just going to go and get a filler.
I got 3 cats now, and I was just checking where it was.
Right. Okay. So you say. Anyway, so we bought these 2 Conehead masks, and we put them on, and we thought, oh, we'll get a cab back to the hotel, thinking that everyone would go, whoa, really scary. And everyone's going, hey, Saturday Night Live. And we thought, what? We didn't realise that the Coneheads were an actual act on Saturday Night Live, which is the biggest comedy show in New York in the early 80s. But for us, we thought, no, sod it. We're going to make these into our own characters, Ronnie and Reggie, right?
Yeah.
In Reggie Dome, sorted.
Yeah.
And it was just funny standing on the street in Broadway, the most famous thoroughfare in New York, wearing Conehead and our Carl & Bell clothing, getting a cab, thinking he's going to say, no, fuck off. And the guy say, hey, Coneheads, where are you going? Oh, Barbara's at the hotel, please. Thank you. We just thought these Conehead masks were so wonderful. They were very thin rubber. So you could actually sort of move your face within it, And then we came back to London, and Gary Numan about this time said, I want Shock to support me. I've got 3 big shows coming up, right? And we thought, yeah, whatever. And he said, yeah, I'm doing Wembley Arena. I go, what? Would you be my support act? Shock, So we all said, yes. This is the key to the door, isn't it? And the deal was that if Sean and I did the Coneheads up on the gantry when Gary's doing
Every Day I Die.
What?
Every Day I Die.
Oh, right, okay.
When he comes out with the...
Right, okay. And we do that, and then the 3 girls do a sort of routine when Gary goes off to change his cosy, and the band do Trois Gymnopédies.
Oh, right, yeah.
And they said, well, look, if you guys do this, then we can film your entire act.
Yeah.
Until that point, no one had ever filmed Shock's entire act properly.
Yeah.
It had always been, sort of dodgy, VHS. Yeah. And Yeah, that was when we thought that's actually Ronnie and Reggie as the Coneheads, or Domeheads as we called them, would actually become an act in their own right. And it was 3 years later that Gary did the Leo Sayer show.
That's right, yeah.
Said, look, I'm doing this new song, and would you guys come on as Ronnie and Reggie and, just sort of be on either side of me as a sort of backup, And we thought, yeah, this is brilliant, because we'd done the Warriors tour earlier, the autumn before. This is 1984, and, we had the Thorn Max on and the Coneheads and the stuff, playing mini saxophones. And there's a wonderful moment. There's a look on Gary's face when he looks at us, and he just goes, "You know what? That's fucking brilliant." Because most pop, can you imagine Sting doing that?
No,
right. No, not Sting. I mean, but that was, you see, after the whole Tik and Tok Warriors tour, we were left a little bit sort of, what do we do now? And we suddenly got this new manager called and
I know him well.
Subtly. And we thought, well, okay, Scream Me I'm Yours is going to be our next single. That's going to be good. We've got Joe Hubbard from Gary's band on it.
Yeah.
With Tessa Niles doing vocals, kicking off. And, really? Got to number 80 something, and that was it. And then we started doing our own shows, headlining as Tik and Tok. And we did allow Ron and Reg, to have their own spot in the show, which I thought was generous, because most headliners would not have a support act coming out and stealing all their thunder.
Yeah.
But Ron and Reg, because they were lovable, you see, that was the thing about Ron and Reg, they were clowns. And someone actually in the day said, I think when I look at Ron and Reg, maybe I'm seeing the real Tim and Sean.
I thought, if I'm honest, I found them quite scary when I was young.
And look where you've ended up.
Where did you see it? Where did you see us, Stephen?
See you.
Yeah. See you, Jimmy.
He's never seen it.
I've never.
No.
No, because my first Numan thing was the Taunton Principle. And then my next one would have been, I didn't do the telly tour. Would have been, it wasn't Berserker, was it? Was it Berserker? Warriors. I didn't see Warriors. So it would have been the one after that, Berserker.
Berserker, yeah.
Yeah,
I think didn't we make an appearance on Berserker as guests on the last night?
At Hammersmith Odeon, I think we came out and sang along to Our Friends Electric.
Oh, yeah.
No, I saw it at Ipswich, and there was some fight going on down the front, so that all went mad. But that was about it. But no, I haven't actually.
Well, you missed out, mate. You missed out.
Yeah.
That's because you were just too young, mate. You missed out.
I wasn't too young. I just didn't go.
You cheapskate. It were only £3 the tickets in those days.
Yes, but when you live in Norwich or the outside of Norwich on the north coast, and something's in London, and you're 16 years old, it's
Never stopped me, mate. Anyway, no, this is probably going to be the best interview you've ever done.
Why is that?
Because it's so bloody weird.
Actual fact, Tim, we were talking last week after everything went wrong.
Where's from? You were talking to someone. Hey?
Everything went wrong.
Oh, well, okay. That's the story of Tim's life. Always anything technical. Tim, man.
His fault, not mine.
Well, I'm not convinced, Tim, because you seem
Well,
to be working.
excuse me.
Excusez-moi, but
Yeah,
Chris
no,
Bailey had problems.
Stephen messed up on me as well.
I think Richard Jobson had a few probs the other day.
Who did?
Richard Jobson from the Skids.
Oh, yes. Well,
Hey.
There seems to be a little thing in common, doesn't there?
Anyway.
It begins with Stephen.
the only problem with Richard Jobson is he's an angry man.
He's what?
He's an angry man.
Oh, what's he angry about?
Well, he's really angry about everything.
Oh, okay.
No, that's a waste.
No, don't pick a target. Just go for everything. You know.
So when I first he connected and he was freezing. You know, I couldn't even hear him, and then I could hear him effing and blinding about everything. But we did get connected in the end. He's angry. He scares me.
Yeah.
Which one? Well, Richard Jobson. Which one's he?
Skids.
Skids.
Yeah.
With Rusty.
What?
With Rusty.
No. Oh, actually,
no,
could be right. I think Rusty did play the drums with the Skids once.
And was Urine Skids as well?
No, he was Click.
What?
Click. Get your ears done, mate.
There's too many hairs in them, mate.
Anyway, Stephen.
Anyway, so Richard Jobson is an angry man.
Before
angry man, you know.
The adoring million shoot off. Any more questions, please?
No, not really.
Who's your hairdresser?
Who's mine?
No, Tim asked, not you. Tim, who's your hairdresser?
Oh,
I want one of those.
Mr. Clipper.
Hey, Tim, we can go round and see Sean and sort his hair out for him.
Oh, I'm not going there again. No, I did that too many times before. Okay, obviously we are now Tik and Tok orientated, as opposed to Tim Dry with his fabulous books and all that.
Oh my God!
Oh no, that was good.
Are we doing promotions?
No.
I'll give you promotion. What about?
You see, this is my life. I'm just getting there, and she swans in and steals the whole bloody scene.
Well, to be fair, Tim, that's my fault because I invited him.
Yeah.
You bastard.
Yeah.
Anyway, look, okay, while you've got both of us here, anything else you want to ask?
Well, there's plenty of things, but Sean has no recollection of these things.
No, it's Well, ask me and I'll answer for him. You know?
Well, let's go back slightly on what we did before, because that didn't come out quite as well as we wanted it to.
No, it didn't come out at all well, did it, Steve?
It's one
right.
of them.
Okay, so
Gary Numan, how did you get involved? No, Shock.
Oh. What? No?
Shock. How did that?
How did that happen?
Yeah.
What? Sorry, how did Shock get into Gary Numan?
Because you were 75 doing your mime stuff.
He's younger now.
75? Blimey. No, I think we're... Shock we did a gig at the Embassy Club in Bond Street in 1981. And we'd all go down to the bar downstairs afterwards for a bit of a, post-prandial livener, right? And, some of us were there, not all of us. And I look across, I see Gary Numan standing there, clutching a can of Coke. I think, that's a bit weird. Anyway, I think maybe myself or Sean or whoever went up to him and said, "Hey, how you doing?" It's not every day you see a sort of, a sort of young guy who's just had 3 #1 albums and whatever. And he says, "Oh, I saw your show. I loved it, you know. And look, I've got 3 big shows coming up in April. Would you like to support me?" So whoever I was with, I don't know, we all said yes. We didn't think he was talking about Wembley Arena, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, that's about as big as you could get back then. So we all said yes. And then there were certain sort of legalities that had to be sorted out between our manager and yeah, well, that's another story. Anyway, but everything was sorted out. So we would support him on 3 nights, and the girls would do 1 number with him. Sean and I would do another up there, Ron and Reg thing, and that was how it happened. It was wonderfully amicable. You know, he was a very generous guy, very down to earth. You know, not at all starry about anything really. Sorry.
During Wembley, when Every Day I Die and he comes out with his Super Trooper, and then the 2 things come down with lights as well. Was that you 2 or?
No, I think Sean and I were really high up on the gap with our cone heads on. Somebody said to me on Facebook the other day, "Hey Tim, what was it like, you know, going that high up?" And I said, "Well, pretty tricky actually, because you can't see where you're going because you've got a great rubber head on, you know." But once you're up there and you just go into the movement, it was all right, you know. But it was just, I mean, what I do love about devoted fans is that those 3 shows really did change their life, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You know, that they still talk about it as being, that is the best thing I've ever seen. You know, and this is, you know, pre Madonna, pre whatever goes on now, I don't know. But, you know, I have a lot of respect for Gary. And I think he was very, very brave, you know.
Well, he knew what he wanted to do. I mean, because I spoke to Nick Fisher of Gaslight.
Oh, right.
And he said that, you know, Gary would just turn up and say, "I want this." And they said, "Well, that hasn't been made before," or things like this, you know. He said, "Well, I don't care. I want this," you know. Is Sean still there?
Yeah. No, I'm here. Yeah. No, Gary put a shed load into his shows. I mean, he was all the lighting. It was phenomenal. His sets, he was really into the sort of drama, the whole lighting. You know, he was into the big effect for the show. It was amazing.
Sean, now I've heard Tim tell me how he met you.
Yeah.
Me?
Well, no, he met us all at the same time.
Yeah, he said, would you, you know, be my support? And I said, well, what, like the walking stick or something? What do you mean, Gary? Come on, tell me, mate.
Dog strap, he said.
Dog strap? What? Dog strap? What is dog strap?
Jock strap.
Jock strap.
Cricket box. Come on, you know. You're a public school boy. You know about cricket box.
Dog strap.
No. Whatever.
Go on anyway. What else?
This is what happens when you get him in the same room as me. Well, not the same room, or on the same screen. It's it's all over. Anything you had planned has gone out the window.
Yeah.
Oh no. I had it planned for Sean.
Come on, Steve. Time is running up, man. Let's go. Come on. What you got left?
What? Do we get the test card or something come up?
Yeah. Hit me with your best shot.
You get a strange little girl with a balloon. But
is that true? Is that what happens?
I'm so tired of that. I spent the 80s with a strange girl with a balloon. You know. What, you want me to inflate that? Oh, okay. Anyway, so what do you got?
Well, I don't know anymore.
I order. Come on, you must have something left.
But you've done your book.
Place. This never happens.
No, but
this is a first for Mr. Stephen Suntanned Roper.
Sure. I mean, I personally haven't seen Gary for some time now, but I think I last saw him at Albert Hall. He did a great show there. Same old Gary, you know, throwing it out there. It was in it, you know, it was brilliant show. What can I say?
He's two different people, isn't he?
He's what, two different?
No, two different people. Because he's headbanging on stage.
Yeah.
And then when you talk to him afterwards, he's this real little quiet guy, isn't he?
Well, of course.
He's lovely.
That's the nature of any performer or actor. I mean, what you see on stage is not the real person.
No. I mean, I met Gary a few times, and every time he's the same. So I take it that he's the real Numan, you know.
Yeah, I mean, we did 7 weeks with him on the Warriors tour, and I have to say I found him the most down to earth, you know, sometimes klutzy, normal human being who was brought up in Hounslow or whatever, you know, by the airport. I nothing sort of starry about him at all. It's like, oh, can I get a Coke and a burger or what, you know?
Yeah.
And you know, Gary was very, very generous to us. And when Sean and I left Tik and Tok, you know, as it all fell apart, and we started to make our own album, we used to go down to Gary at his home, actually. I think we went to his home, didn't we? He had a home.
Thames, Water on Thames or something? Oh, I can't remember.
Yeah, somewhere like. But I had this song called "Show Me Something Real." I thought I wrote it as a sort of almost like a Newman-esque tribute, you know. Dum 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 dum. And he said, "Oh, I really like that. Why don't you put another bass drum beat in just before it chorus? Boom, boom, boom." And I just thought, wow, that's so cool. And then a few months later, Sean and I were allowed to make our Intolerance album. At a very strange story about the studio we made it in. Our manager now was a guy called Kevin, who actually used to manage Joe Hubbard when he was bass playing for Numan. And they split up because, well, whatever. Anyway, and Kevin was desperate to manage us, and we finally, after dangling him for about 3 months, we said, "All right, yeah, you can manage us," you know. And then it came to the point where Survival said, "Well, you guys have got to make an album." And we thought, well, where are we going to do it? And Kevin had blagged this deal with Guerrilla Studios in Maida Vale, what these three posh guys had rented a house from an even more posh guy.
Hang on, Tim. Was it? What? I thought it was one of the not Sting. What was that group he's in?
Talking about
it was one of
William Orbit.
No, I thought one of.
No. I know what you mean. It was Stuart Copeland from
Stuart Copeland's house, and he was renting out to Arthur North.
It wasn't that at all.
Oh, right. It was a caravan on some pikey site. No. What?
The three guys who rented the house, one of them was William Orbit, as you probably know, went on to produce Madonna and did major things. There were two other guys. They had a trio called Torch Song, and they were managed by Miles.
Oh, yes, yeah.
Who was the brother of Stuart Copeland from the Police. Anyway, what they'd done, the guy who owned the house had sort of buggered off to India for a year, and he said, "Oh, you can rent it out." And so they converted his garage into a MIDI-based studio. And that's Kevin, our manager at the time, blagged us into there. I don't know how he did it, but, you know, that's very Kevin. But it was the first time I'd ever discovered MIDI, you know, where you could you could actually physically link one synth to another and play the same thing on one, but it would play it the same thing again with a different sound on the synth. Anyway, what's the point of this? Oh yes, all right. So we're booked in to do our album, and Sean and I are still, on good terms with Gary. So we said, look, that song of ours you liked, would you like to come in and play on it? And he goes, yeah, sure. And then what he did, which is something that
we just left it at that. We said, would you like to be on it? He said yes, and then we said, well, we'll get back to you.
Yeah, fuck off. You are. Anyway,
we made a few more calls, and we had quite a lot of good response.
No, but the thing is, what Gary did, which was very, very generous, he said, look, I've got this song. I wrote it about my friend Paul Gardner, the bass player in my original band who died. And it's called A Child with a Ghost. And I've got this backtrack. I'd like to give it to you to do as a track on your album. Mm. I mean, I just thought, fucking hell. You can bleep me or whatever. I don't fucking care. I just thought that was one of the most generous things I've actually ever come across. That somebody gives a song that they've written from an emotional point of view to someone else, and he's given it to us to do. And what we actually were very lucky to use the wonderful backing singer Tessa Niles to do backing vocals on that. And I have to say that when I heard the playback of her vocals on it, I just wept. I just thought, this is fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
And I think we did a good job on that. And but that was Gary, it's like, look, hey guys, would you like to do this? You can't imagine. Well,
no, not many people would do
not
that.
Going, But all the way down the line, he was always very generous and very. I think he just thought we were a couple of good guys to hang around with,
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you blew up toilets, set the roof on fire.
Yeah, normal day, really.
No. We were just big kids that just liked to have we wanted fun the whole time. That was all.
Oh, sure.
No, we weren't malicious or mean or anything like that. Out for a good time. That was all.
We were honest.
He's remembered.
There was one interview that Gary gave in about 1983. He said, all these new romantics, they're too busy putting on the makeup and stuff. But Tik and Tok, if my mum needs a hand with her suitcase, they're straight in there to give her a hand. Yeah. And I thought, well, okay, that's, one way of looking at it. But we were Sean and I still are, as you can witness to your sadness. We are
still bastards.
Total bastards. They're very best of friends. And I think the thing about the two of us is that we always had absolute trust with each other and absolute honesty. That whatever one of us did, the other one would, go with it. And Gary was a very important part of our temporary career as recording artists,
Well, it would be, wouldn't it, really? I mean, I remember talking to good friend Nash Slash before he died.
Oh, old Nash. How's he doing? Oh, he's dead. So.
Yeah, he's dead. And he was saying, he said it was great because people would go to their first gig.
Yeah.
See Gary Numan. And they'd never been to a gig before. And the first person they saw was Nash Slash. Same with yourselves. People that have never been to a gig before, the first people they would see would be Shock.
Yeah.
Tik and Tok, know, and it stays in your mind, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And it is, yeah. So, yeah.
I mean, we didn't really get to know Nash, or the Slasher, as we chose to call him. But, he was on the same level as us. It's like, wow, this is brilliant. Because he was a Canadian performance artists, really, as we were. I mean, up until 1980 with Rusty and Richard Burgess, we were a cabaret act, An Angel Face came out, and all of a sudden we're sort of thrust into this thing of, you've got to promote this, you've got to be shock. And it was quite nerve-wracking in some ways, that you suddenly got to become something that was very sort of comfortable and dangerous into some kind of corporate kind of, now we have to, do our act in the window of HMV or something,
Yeah.
Anyway, but all of it was enormous fun, and I wouldn't have missed it for the world. And I didn't, it's not something you can plan. You don't think, I just bet, if we do. No, it wasn't like that. It was just like all of us individually were working towards something that we had no idea about, That Sean, Barbie and myself were trained in mime, and Robert, L.A. and Laurianne. Oh, no, that's two LAs. And later Carol were trained in dance and a more kind of, theatrical thing. So the two elements put together, and then you've got Rusty Egan and Richard Burgess creating this extraordinary, late 79, early Blitz days. The music was something I'd never heard before. You go into the club and you hear Gina X, or you hear early Simple Minds, or you'd hear Kraftwerk, obviously. But that was terribly exciting, and I think that's the thing that I cherished the most. Actually, was that how exciting and new that whole scene was. Not only, but also later on, with Jane.
With the punk and everything, it was nice to then suddenly, not just Gary, you had Human League, OMD, everything going on.
Yeah.
And suddenly everything changed, didn't it?
Yeah, well, it started to change in about 78, 79, but, it was a very exciting time. And I think at the time you're caught up in it, so you don't really get what's happening. It's only later when it's ended you think, bloody hell, that was. I think people probably feel the same about Swing in London, Oh, wasn't it great? Carnaby Street, 66, Acid and all that stuff. And later on you think, bloody hell, yeah, that really did change it.
I used to go down Camden or King Street, I'd buy my big boots and I'd buy a black jumpsuit, and things, and it was just brilliant. And you could get away with it, but I can't now, obviously, nor would I want to. But it was a brilliant time.
It was. I am eternally grateful that myself and all of us, were part of it. It was a magic time. For all of those of us that were too young to be part of the Swing in London thing, we suddenly had our own version in 80, 81, 82,
It was brilliant. And there's, I've, same as yourself, we've lived through all that, and it was a brilliant time, and I'd not experienced another time like it.
Well, who can say?
Well, I tell you what, we'll finish off. Where's Sean gone?
I don't know. He's wiping his eyes. I think he's sort of crying with joy.
I'm still here. Whoa, where did that come from?
I don't know, Sean, but you look like you're in a doctor's surgery, so I'm a bit concerned. But anyway.
Yeah, they won't let me out. Patient number 341.
I'm on my way.
Okay, so Stephen, are you going to be able to post this on YouTube in the next, day or so or whatever?
Let's hope not.
Come on, it's going to be a bloody great.
It'll be up on the next hour or two, actually.
Oh, really? Oh, I've got to stay that fucking long.
Well, because last time...
Yes.
You didn't say this was being recorded.
Oh, yeah.
I thought we could have a chat.
Someone I couldn't hear. So we've done it about 3 times and it never worked. So, but
well, that's Doris and technology.
Oh, was it? Never had any problems with anyone else, actually.
Well, to be fair, neither have I.
Right. So what about Chris Payne then?
Yeah, what about that angry man from Skiddies?
Oh, yeah, no. He got it sorted out in the end.
Yeah, but problem. I come in, no problem.
Ruin the whole bloody show. It's brilliant.
But yet again, it wasn't my fault.
So, Shawnee, your ice cream salesman gig.
Listen, I'm going to come into the brothel in a minute, mate. I'm just coming out of the white room into the red room.
Oh, okay.
You're such a 60s whore, mate.
Could I have a Zoom, please, if you have one?
It's just whippy at the moment.
Oh, no, not a whip. You want to take in that?
Well,
anyway, what's that in the corner, Stephen? What's that in the corner, a red and black thing?
It's my wife's office, actually. That's a dream catcher.
Oh, a dream catcher. And you've got a dream catcher in the left room as well. Okay, and what's on the other side?
I don't know. It's my wife's office.
Doesn't matter, does it?
All right, okay.
Right. So, Stephen. Has this interview exceeded your expectations, or has it completely fucked?
Yeah, this is like the last.
This is it, mate.
Yeah,
there's nowhere to go after this.
And can I just say bye-bye, all you Numan fans? I just
love you all.
Yeah, he's just got too much hair. That's what bothers me.
Yeah, I know. It's
anyway,
isn't it? But ears next time you get close.
Yeah.
Scary.
Sure. We'll start with Tim. You're there.
What? Oh, hello. What?
Let's finish off with.
Please. Right. Come on then.
Your whole
witty riposte to end this stimulating convo.
That's been good.
Yeah, hello.
I mean, where are you now in the world?
Oh.
Hey, don't worry, you're next.
I'm just an ant in the afterbirth.
Right.
Whoa, did I say that? Sorry, it's a quote from Silence of the Lambs. I don't know where we are. Where are we? You know, we actually, Sean and I have just signed a contract to do a 3-day autograph convention in Nashville, Tennessee, next April. And I'm thinking, whoa, I don't know. But, you know, you've either got to sort of surrender or you just say, fuck it, I sign it. And if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it's all right. You know, because if nothing's changed in April next year, then it's an act of God. We don't have to, you know, fulfill our contract. But, you know, you just got to keep, oh God, I'm going into some sort of political bollock rant.
Oh, stop right there, man. Stop. Whoa, no politics.
Quick underline one.
We never did politics. That's the one thing about Tik and Tok. Right, no politics.
I'm not
entertainment.
I'm doing personal stuff.
Yeah, where are we going?
The most important thing is that we have to continue to remain positive about whatever happens in the future. We'll get through it. We're survivors. You know, we have a laugh. Sean and I love each other, even though we don't talk about that in public. Oh, God.
Hello, Doris.
Yeah.
I love this Doris bit. I'm going to have to call you that from now on. But anyway.
Yeah, that thing, okay, look, to round, whoa, look at that big fucking hand. The thing about, hello, oh, Moncals, it's a trap. The thing about the two of us, that after
have we
all of
started yet, mate? Have we started?
Yes, we have started. Shut up. You shouted.
When's the party begin? Where are the girls?
Okay, bottom line is, Sean and I have absolute love and trust for each other. That's the most important thing. Boom. Now fuck off.
Sure.
Oh, sorry. No.
What?
Even you're.
I want to talk to Sean now.
What?
Hey,
oh,
no,
me?
I want to talk to Sean.
Me?
Yes.
Me, I just want to be a cat, mate. That's it.
A cat?
Well, he's got the hair for it.
Yes. Sean, where do you find yourself nowadays?
Well, I'm a family man. I've brought my children up and blah, blah, blah. And yeah, life is a journey and I love it.
Yeah.
Up and down, we take it and carry on.
We do, don't we?
Deep, man. Deep, deep.
No,
Get me out of here, Tim.
I mean, people say to me about, things, and I say, well, I woke up this morning, so life is good.
Woke up this morning.
Oh, baby.
Yeah. Well, that's
anyway. Actually, it's about. Are we promoting our new single, Tim? Have you told him? Did you tell him about that?
It's called I Can Smell the Flowers Growing.
Yep, and Rap was yesterday.
It's a ballad by Tik and Tok, and it's very floral. It's very Gwyneth Paltrow. It smells like our.
It tastes sort of gritty.
Okay, this is not going to go anywhere good, is it?
No, I'm looking forward to this thing.
No, I mean. Anyway, there we were. All of a sudden, boom! This happened. There I am in my living room, right, having a nice, chit chat.
Do you know what? It's like putting the
two-tone beard, and all of a sudden, fucking Doris pops in. It's like, what? You couldn't make it up, could you?
No.
So I tell you what, if you ever decide to interview her, right, I'm going to be popping straight in.
No. I won't invite you, Tim.
No, well, you won't have to, mate. I'm going to be straight in. I will hack. Very.
There'll be a knock on my door. Knock on my door and you come running in.
Door right now. Come on, open up for fuck's sake. What's the matter with you? Is this going to go on YouTube?
Yes.
Do we have to be, wary of swear words?
No.
Bollocks.
Exactly.
Oh, come on. You're only old ones.
Well, like I said to you, once you get...
like a fucking calamari man with his fucking tan there. Mr. Corfu, right? Enlarging it about it. The whole thing is just an excuse for you to flash your tan and your biceps, isn't it? Yes.
I think it's just the screen make it looks bigger.
Of course it is. Of course it is.
Yeah.
And that monumentally expensive lens you've had fitted on.
No, I haven't. But I was telling someone the other day, I said I was talking to Tim Dry and he said, you look like The Rock, but I'm going to call you Pebble.
Yeah, stoned again. All right.
No one calls me the Pebble now, so that's quite good.
Okay, so what would you call Sean then?
Sean.
Yes.
A guy with way too much fucking hair. That's what I'd call him.
Yeah. Tosser.
No, I'm gonna fuck. Just a guy with way too much hair.
It's just genetically enhanced.
It shouldn't happen.
No, but he'd sell a mean Mr. Whippy with a flake in it.
Yeah, I mean, Sean's someone who's going to die with a full head of hair, isn't he? And they're still going to be black.
Sickening.
Don't you believe it, mate? Anyway, listen. I think we'll wrap it up because I'm going to have to shoot off now.
Yeah,
so I'm going to press the button and say good night to all. And
where are we going off now?
Huh?
Where are you going?
Sean,
we're going.
Thank you very much.
No, it's been a pleasure.
Really,
and it's nice seeing you, Tim. Lovely seeing you, mate.
Yeah, nice of you to intrude.
Bye bye.
I love you.
Take care.
Be lucky.
Well, there you go, mate. Tim, I've got to go.
Okay.
Brilliant.
Right.
Everything's worked.
I think that was one of the best ones you're ever going to get.
To be fair, mate, I've only got to take off about 2 minutes at the beginning, and that's done.
It's gone. Brilliant.
Hey,
okay. Well, look, look after yourself, and
we'll talk again soon.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Tim. I really appreciate this. I mean, it's great to talk, mate. It really is.
Yes, it's great for me too. So, hey.
It's a crazy world at the moment, and we'll talk again soon, mate.
That's what makes it worthwhile. What do I have to hit now to get out of this?
You haven't. I've just got a pen.
I'm going to do that.
I'm going to press end, and I'll see you soon, mate.
All right.
Watch how you go.
Have a go. Oh, no, he hasn't gone. Oh, no.
Never works.